Oceans cover 71% of the Earth's surface. Deserts take up slightly over 10%. And cities, well, they only cover 3% of our planet. Yet today, more than half of the world's population live in cities, and this number keeps on growing. That's a lot of people occupying very little space. But space isn't the only challenge we face.
Every single day, more people are living and working in cities, meaning an increase in urban density and an increase in traffic congestion. It also means more energy and water is being consumed and a lot more waste is being produced.
If we want to continue enjoying life in cities and not live in gridlocked urban slums, then cities have to become more efficient and more sustainable. Cities have to be smarter.
I'm Jason Pomeroy. I'm an architect, academic and urban planner, and I'm passionate about cities.
I want to know what makes a city smart. Is it cutting-edge technology or state-of-the-art infrastructure? Is it top-down control or giving power to the people? And does being smart mean different things to different cities?
In this episode, I'll be asking these questions of a place that's been widely hailed as the world's smartest city,
but also criticised by some who think high tech isn't the same as smart.
So how many times can I zoom in?
30명.
So why don't we follow somebody? Let's follow this person. Where's this person going? Why is he not walking on the pavement? That's jaywalking, isn't it? My goodness, this really is mission control. All eyes on the city, Big Brother style, and with a click of a button, I am completely integrated with the city.
Built entirely on reclaimed land in Incheon, located just 56 kilometers from Seoul and home to the second tallest building in South Korea, the Songdo International Business District, or Songdo IBD, is a first-generation smart city built from scratch and with technology deeply ingrained in its DNA. The International Business District forms the core of Songdo City, which together with the cities of Yeongjong and Cheongna form the Incheon Free Economic Zone, a South Korean initiative to make Incheon an economic hub for Northeast Asia. Construction started in 2005, and right now the city is in phase 3 of its development. Today, 45,000 people live in the IBD, and another 70,000 commute here to work every day. And that's why I'm here, to get a hands-on feel for how Songdo works. Because when most of us think of what makes a city smart, we think of a city that works like this. Sensors placed all over the city collect data in real time and send it back here, Incheon U City Integrated Operations Center, to be digested. If a piece of infrastructure isn't working, they'll know. If there's a traffic accident or fire, they'll know. And if a stolen car enters the city, well, you've got it. They'll know.
송도 같은 경우는 지역상 송도 1, 2, 3, 4, 5교가 있어서 송도로 진입하려면 다리를 반드시 건너와야 됩니다. 다리 안에 이런 차량들이 들어오는 거를 번호를 인식을 해서 문제 차량이 바로 발견되면 바로 112나 이런 쪽에서 상황 조치를 할 수 있게끔 그렇게 지금 처리를 하고 있습니다.
So just like it's people, every single car can be monitored.
From traffic control to citywide security, environmental monitoring to infrastructure management, city administrators use technology to make things run efficiently.
1인당 8, 90개 정도.
So if there is an emergency, what happens then?
응급 상황이 발생하게 되면 응급 부분을 선택을 하고 발생을 저장하게 되면 지금 응급 상황이 발생했다라고 이제 접수가 된 겁니다. 접수 이후에는 소방본부 119 쪽에 응급차가 올 수 있게끔 하는 거고 소방반대 쪽에 큰 사건이 있으면 다른 쪽에 지원을 받을 수 있게끔 실행을 하면 바로 전화나 영상이 연결됩니다.
So this technology can really save people's lives. Conceived as a tax-free platform for the international community to be doing business with the rest of North Asia, the Songdo International Business District is one of the largest private real estate developments in history.
Run by the city of Incheon, the Songdo IBD was developed by New York-based real estate firm Gale International and South Korean conglomerate POSCO Engineering and Construction.
And the cost of this project? A cool $35 billion. So it begs the question, what does $35 billion actually get you? I'm going to meet Stan Gale, the developer who made it happen.
Our mission was to create what we envision would be the next model of international cities.
So what kind of smart city is Songdo?
Songdo is a smart and compact city. Quality of life is the key feature. We built some beautiful buildings, but we want to be sure they're thought through from the inside of the building out. It's how the people who live in those buildings, work in those buildings, feel. If we're not improving the life of the individual and their families that live in Songdo, then what have we done?
So it's not just about the technology, it's equally about the quality of life.
Absolutely.
To achieve this quality of life, architects and master planners KPF designed a pedestrian and cyclist-friendly city, which reserved 40% of its space for parks and other green spaces. The city also has some lofty sustainable ambitions and a few nifty innovations.
So Jason, have you heard about the pneumatic trash system in the city?
Well, I've heard it's quite advanced. If I'm not mistaken, you've got your public bins, you've got your household bins, you've got your office bins, you've got your restaurant bins, and all the waste that's effectively separated between wet and dry and the recyclable and the non-recyclable trash. And that is then collected via a network of 55 kilometers worth of pipe, sucked into this pipe, which is then distributed amongst 7 collecting areas. Now, when it goes into those collection points, all of the waste is basically put into containers, compressed and sent to the incinerator, and then the heat that's generated by the incinerator is enough to power some of these buildings.
And in addition to the trash collection system, the pneumatic system, when the sewage goes into the system, there's an anaerobic digester that actually turns that into energy as well.
That's remarkable.
What else did this first generation smart city get right? And what did it get wrong? I'm about to find out how top-down tech control translates into daily life. When you live in a totally wired city like Songdo, you can enrich your life without leaving the house.
Hi, hello.
안녕하세요.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yellow?
There are 20 different remote learning classes that the people who live in Songdo can sign up for. From language classes to sewing courses to painting lessons, people can just join in from the comfort of their home.
I better get this right. As an architect, it would be very embarrassing if I got it wrong.
송도는 사람들이 매우 진취적이고 젊으신 분들이 많아서 수업하기에 굉장히 적극적으로 참여하시는 분들이 많으세요. 그리고 이런 첨단 장비들에 관해서 부담감들이 적으시기 때문에 저는 송도에서 일하는 게 정말 즐겁습니다.
Here you go. I'm almost done. This is a masterpiece. This is going to hang up one day. Ta-da! Thank you very much for the lesson. I really appreciate it. And happy painting.
Bye.
If there is one word to describe Songdo, that word would be connected. And it's a concept that's repeated over and over again across the city. And an idea that's championed by Cisco, the tech giant who helps to network the city.
I'm here to meet Ben Chung, the centre manager. I think I found him.
Hi, Jason. How are you?
I found you on
Yeah.
screen and in real life.
Yeah, that's me over here. That's me.
Tell me about this technology.
So this is the Wi-Fi system with the integrated latest location-based services. But whole idea is not just tracking the people itself, but simply using this kind of technology to tracking the expert. So people like you who are looking for me today, and here I am.
So it's not just Big Brother then?
No, not at all. Not at all. Call this number. Here you are.
Hi, how are you?
From intelligent parking solutions to remote health applications to smart homes, Cisco is using the Songdo International Business District as a testbed for how to deploy tech solutions to make a city smarter.
There's no doubt that we're living in an age of information.
If you go to any smart home in the Songdo, you can actually see how many energy I'm using per day. And then you can actually compare with the similar size of your houses compared to your neighbors. So what does it mean is that whether I'm using the energy wisely,
Yes.
so you can actually compare and then control this.
Do I like the panel? I find it slightly terrifying.
In the digital economy where information is at our fingertips, big data means endless possibilities.
So I've just come from the City Operations Centre where I can get a feeling of how the city is kind of moving on a day-to-day basis and is integrating technology to kind of keep the city moving. How does that differ to your technology here?
So basically, we continue to evolve our technology for the futures. There's so many technologies and applications you can implement in the integrated operations center because you want to manage the whole city. There's one example like a missing child.
Okay.
You can actually see from this here.
Okay. So I can see this kind of tracking motion. Is this kind of the missing child in motion?
Yep.
And I can see here that there is a profile. So all of the vital information relating to the child has obviously been fed into the system, and now I can actually track through the city.
Yep. Basically, using the children's mobile phone or any tagging, you can actually see where's the last time your child was there, so you can able to see where you find the missing child there.
That's remarkable. And has this been implemented in Songdo?
Not in Songdo yet. However, technology is possible today.
Technically possible, but is it socially acceptable? Issues like this are at the heart of the critique of Songdo. Not everyone's blown away by its vision of centralized high-tech control.
Hi, Saskia.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Carlo.
Hi, Jason.
What do you think of Songdo?
I don't think very much about it. Look, it is a formidable event. How's that to describe something? But it is a self-contained, complex system. And in that sense, it is simply not enough when we think of smart cities. It does not use the intelligence of its residents sufficiently. It is very much a controlled space. It's very much a space where not much can be changed. So I'm not a fan.
What do you think, Carlo?
Well, I'd say I agree with Saskia. To me, Songdo looks like a real estate operation on a massive scale. And there's one thing that wasn't there from the beginning, and that's actually the most important thing in a smart city, and that's citizens.
Well, there must have been some good intentions. I mean, Songdo did get the ball rolling.
Songdo is admirable. It is like step one. Amazing that we got that step one done, but it is incomplete.
Okay, guys, thanks very much.
Great
Thanks,
talking.
goodbye.
Take care, bye.
This criticism, that the city is incomplete, can also be viewed through another lens. Songdo is very much a work in progress. But I think Songdo's critics raise an important question. Is top-down control the best way to engineer a smart city, or is it smarter to grow a city from the ground up? And the more important question is, what's it like to live here? That's what I'm about to find out. It's 7 a.m. in the morning, and Estelle Chung is getting ready to go to school. Her family moved from Seoul to Songdo in 2013, and instead of a 1-hour bus commute, now it's a 10-minute bicycle ride for Estelle to get to Chadwick International School.
You got a great base structure.
My goodness, it's quite a lot of kit here. What's actually happening here? What is all of this?
So Makerspace, our focus is engaging kids in the design cycle, whether they're sewing or 3D printing or building a robot or combining all of those together into their own project.
Sorry, 3D printing.
3D printing.
At the age of 4 to...
This is what 3D printing looks like in a conceptual way for a 5-year-old.
This is remarkable. What have you got here?
So this is an M-Bot, and we're using this to make some noise and light pictures.
Fantastic. And how long have you been doing robotics, Esther?
Since first grade.
First grade?
Not every day, but yeah. Not every
Well,
day.
still, it's quite amazing, isn't it? I mean, basically, when I was a student, even at secondary school, craft design technology was basically steel, metalwork, bits of wood. Certainly not as technologically advanced as this. And ultimately, what are we doing? We're training the architects, designers, and engineers for the future. Good job, guys.
In between classes, Estelle gets a break, and I pull her away for a quick chat.
Tell me, do you miss Seoul?
No.
Really?
Yes. I like Songdo better. Outside the window, the view is very pretty. In Seoul, it's usually like very dark and the buildings are, but here there are many trees and the buildings are kind of like it has colors.
Time's up, and Estelle has to return to class. But I spend the rest of the morning exploring the school and talking to some of the staff.
Good, how are you? Very well, thanks, very well. How do you find living and working here?
I mean, it's like, Songdo's like its own little bubble. Like, you've got the calm and quiet and cutting edge. And if you want to get the soul and the experience of the Korean culture, it's an easy taxi, subway, bus, and you get to experience that.
There's no denying the quality of the education that Estelle receives at Chadwick, but it comes at a price. At $30,000 a year, Chadwick costs significantly more than your average Korean school. But it's a price Estelle's parents are willing to pay. And significantly, it's why they value living in Songdo.
What brings you to Songdo in the first place? I mean, why move from Seoul to Songdo?
Because of my daughter's school, Chadwick. Also, I wanted to get out of the busy city. Here is it's much more calm and very convenient, but also very close from the Seoul. So I can be there soon if I want. Also, living life is more relaxed. Even my daughters, when I asked them, do you want to go back to Seoul? But they said they prefer to stay here.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
You found your home.
Yeah. Even my husband too.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. A lot of people kind of say that Songdo is the first generation smart city, a technologically advanced city.
Yes.
Do you see that?
This city is more famous for the education, not for the technology.
Now that raises an interesting question. Do locals love it here, not because of Songdo's formidable tech capacities, but because Songdo is a new city planned from scratch that offers them a better way of life?
Their gifts. Here's KPU. Thank you for inviting me over. It's lovely seeing you. Cheers.
Dr. Jae Sung Chung is Estelle's father and he owns a dentistry practice in Songdo. He says that the city provides a better environment to run his business. And as we talk, it becomes clear that for the Chung family anyway, Songdo's appeal isn't just practical. The next day, I brave the dentist's chair to find out more.
Do you have any problem in your teeth?
So, Dr. Chung, moving from Seoul to Songdo, what are the big differences?
제일 큰 차이는 깨끗한 공기, 또 여유 있는 공간들, 병원을 올 때도 뭐 차 막히는 거 저는 자전거로 출퇴근을 할 수 있을 정도로 아주 편안하게.
So does that mean you prefer Songdo to Seoul?
네, 서울보다 송도가 훨씬 좀 좋은 것 같고, 서울에서 제가 강남에 살았었는데 물론 거기에 많은 어떤 문화적인 공간이나 뭐 음식점을 비롯해서 이런 것들이 서울이 더 많긴 하지만 송도도 앞으로도 더 못지않게 더 쾌적한 환경에서 그런 시간들을 보낼 수 있을 것으로 저는 기대를 하고 있습니다.
Before I leave, I catch up with Richard Nemeth, one of the architects who has been with the Songdo IBD project from the very beginning, to find out what he sees for the future of this city.
Songdo is already the first generation smart city, technologically advanced. But maybe some of the technologies are becoming or have become obsolete. How does Songdo remain relevant for the future?
When we designed Songdo starting in 2001, 2002, there were no smartphones. They hadn't been invented yet. So the transition already in just a short time has been dramatic. So I think from our point of view is that technology is something that we don't control as an architect, but the layout of the city, creating an environment where people want to be is something that we can control. And we try to create an urban environment that would attract people, that would encourage people to want to apply technology to it so it wasn't a ghost city.
And has it been successful?
It's getting there. Certainly the residential has been very, very popular. The commercial side of the city just takes time. You can't just fill up 20 or 30 million square feet of office space. That's more than most cities have. So it just takes time to fill up.
I came to Songdo to see if this really is a first-generation smart city, expecting to see technology at its core, and to a certain extent that's what I found. As a green architect and city planner, I can see the potential of having a blank canvas to start from scratch, meaning that you can integrate technology right from the outset to enhance people's lives. But what I found is that people are not just moving here for the technology, they're also moving here for the public infrastructure and the public open spaces.
And as the world's smart cities evolve, will Songdo's technological edge still be enough? For many, this high-tech community defines the smart city. But the Songdo of the future will have to keep up with a changing definition of smart.
Oh, yeah.